Hello, and welcome to our kindergarten information presentation for Carpenter Elementary. My name is Adam Weldon, and I am the proud principal of Carpenter. I am also the proud parent of three children who currently attend Carpenter, including twins who are in kindergarten. At this time just last year, I sat in the same seats as you at Kindergarten Information Night, with the same excitement and probably the same questions. In this presentation, you will hear from me and our three kindergarten teachers on the kindergarten experience at Carpenter Elementary. At Carpenter Elementary, we are a family. I included our staff picture from last year in the fall of the 2019-2020 school year because in a traditional year on Kindergarten Information Night, at this time I am standing on the stage introducing each one of these wonderful individuals as they are all so excited to meet our incoming kindergarten families and welcome them to Carpenter. While we are not all together in the cafeteria at Carpenter during this presentation, all of the Carpenter staff is excited to welcome you to the Carpenter family. For our presentation today, you will hear from our three wonderful kindergarten teachers, Mrs. Grant, Miss Knighting, and Mrs. Meck, as they will speak to all things kindergarten and talk about a day in the life of a kindergarten student. I will also share some additional information about traditional volunteer opportunities in kindergarten and important dates to remember.
At Carpenter, we think all aspects of your child's development are important. We provide activities that support your child's physical, social, emotional, and cognitive well-being. Physically, we will provide your child with many opportunities to move on the playground and in the gym. We will help your child grow socially by allowing them to foster and maintain relationships within the classroom community. Cognitively, we keep in mind that children come to us at different levels. The workshops in our classroom will meet your child where they are and focus on their growth in all academic areas. Last but certainly not least, our classroom will provide your child with many opportunities to grow as they make new friends, overcome obstacles, and problem solve. Whether your child comes on a bus, a car, or from the local neighborhood, your child is welcomed by friendly faces when they enter our doors. Staff members are available to provide assistance as needed getting your child from the bus or from your car. At every turn, there is a warm face and somebody who is willing to help if needed. One way to foster independence is to provide your child with a hallway hook for their things. Each child has enough space for a backpack, coat, and winter clothes. Part of the morning routine is coming in and being able to manage the self-help skill of taking care of their belongings and getting ready to start their day. There are always daily choices for lunch. As part of our morning routine, and another way to foster independence is for students to mark their lunch choice when they arrive. Menus will be given to you periodically so you are aware of these choices and can discuss them with your child at home. This is also an at-a-glance way for teachers to take daily attendance. Upon arrival, each teacher has a morning routine marked with some calendar work, a morning welcome song, daily announcements from Mr. Weldon, and some morning thinking to get our brains going. Following through with these routines is a great way to indicate the start of the day for the children. Keeping with these routines also gives your child the comfort of knowing what is to come next. At Lake Orion Community Schools, we are fortunate enough to be able to take advantage of the extra specials classes of media, gym, music, and art. These important classes rotate daily throughout the week and usually are about 45 minutes long. The specials teachers will get to know your child and will become another familiar face to support them throughout the day.
At Carpenter, we are fortunate to have a reading interventionist help us with reading and writing. At the very beginning of the year, we assess each and every child to see exactly where they are. Some children enter kindergarten knowing a couple of letters, while others enter kindergarten fully reading. After we know where each child is, we then teach in the Readers and Writers Workshop model. What this means is the teacher gives a lesson at the beginning to the entire class called a mini lesson. Then the children leave the mini lesson and get their own books at their very own level. So some children might be in a level A, some might be in a B, a C, a D, and so on. That way, each child is reading and writing at their very own level.
We have so much fun in kindergarten with phonics. As you can see in the bottom left picture, we have a classroom mascot named Mabel. Mabel helps us learn all sorts of fun things. At the beginning of the year, we focus on letter names and sounds and short and long vowels. Then we move to things like word families, blends, and digraphs, all of which help us become better readers. In kindergarten, we have a longer morning than afternoon. Therefore, we have a snack mid-morning. We ask the families to please send in one snack each day and make it be something healthy like fruit, veggies, or cheese and crackers. Centers are a really fun time in kindergarten. We invite volunteers into the class to help us run them, and we do them several times a month. They involve reading, writing, math, and art activities. As we said at the beginning of the presentation, we believe the social development of your child is as important as the academic development. Therefore, every day the children have the opportunity to socialize and play with their classmates. Every day the children will eat lunch with their kindergarten peers in the lunchroom, where it is monitored with several staff associates. They are there to help the children open their lunches and make sure they are eating. The children have the option to buy their lunch, which is paid for through an online system, or they can bring their lunch from home.
Children are provided with at least one, usually two, recess opportunities throughout the day. This gives your child an opportunity to interact and socialize with friends while getting exercise at the same time. Last year, Carpenter received some new playground equipment that everybody seems to enjoy. The 3 kindergarten science units focus on forces in motion, weather, and living and non-living. Science is just as important to us as reading, writing, and math. Your child is given hands-on and classroom activities focusing on these 3 themes. The goal for science isn't just the concepts, but we also want to foster a love for questioning, curiosity, and creative thinking. In kindergarten, we cover many different math concepts. Some of these include 2 and 3D shapes, number sense, addition and subtraction, counting by ones and tens, and composing and decomposing teen numbers. Students will work individually, with a partner, and in a whole group to problem solve. Lake Orion Community Schools has partnered with the Positivity Project. The Positivity Project, or P2, teaches positive psychology and encourages students to build positive relationships with others. P2 encourages students to develop an other people matter mindset and inspires students to become their best self. The Positivity Project states that our capacity to build strong character-based relationships is the cornerstone of health, happiness, and resilience, and will be crucial in meeting the challenges of the future. It is important to us that your child gets home safely. We know that dismissal can be a stressful time for everybody, students, parents, and staff included. We will do everything we can to make the dismissal process as simple and safe as possible. If your child rides a bus, they will be taken there by a 4th grade student in a very small group. If your child does not ride a bus and will be picked up, we will make sure that they are brought directly to your car by an adult.
Across the district, each elementary school has a screening date in which incoming kindergarten students come into the building to work with the kindergarten teachers with some opportunities for play, story time, social interactions, and some number and letter identification. We employ this screening date to allow the incoming students to see the building, interact with the teachers, and give us a clearer picture of how to best place all of the students in the kindergarten classrooms. This year, the screening date will occur in May on a date that is yet to be determined. All families will be contacted to sign up for a time slot for the kindergarten screening at some point in early spring. Additionally, we hold a walkthrough in late August, early September for all of our Carpenter families to enter the building, see their classrooms, and meet their teachers. This date will be communicated to all families over the summer once it is determined. Our first day of school for the 2021-2022 school year will be Tuesday, September 7th. It will be a half day of school for all of our students. For the 2021-2022 school year, children will need to be 5 years old on or before September 1st to be eligible for kindergarten. If a child does not meet the age requirements for enrollment in kindergarten, families are able to complete a kindergarten waiver. The waiver is located under the Enrollment Requirements tab on the District New Student Enrollment page. Families are also able to contact the main office for a copy of the kindergarten waiver. Families of children who turn 5 years old on or before December 1st are able to complete the waiver by June 1st to enroll in kindergarten. Developmental kindergarten, or DK, is another option for our younger students. Any child who turns 5 between July 1st and December 1st, 2021, is eligible for developmental kindergarten. Interested students must attend the DK screening on May 7th, 2021. Families need to indicate at registration they are considering DK so they can sign up for the screening. For this school year, DK classes were located at Blanche Sims, Carpenter, Orion Oaks, and Weber Elementary. A final decision regarding DK locations has not been determined for the 2021-2022 school year. Families are notified of the DK placement the week of June 1st. DK is only offered in the full-day format. DK offers our younger students extra time to mature as a whole child. A modified curriculum is taught at a pace that depends on the individual student's readiness. As a parent, all 3 of my children attended developmental kindergarten. My wife and I were both very happy with the additional time provided to them for physical, emotional, social, and academic maturity. As mentioned a couple slides earlier, children must attend the DK screening on May 7th in order to be considered for developmental kindergarten. Please see the link and times available to sign them up to attend the DK screening. Enrollment information in before or after school-age childcare is listed here. The process is online except for the school-age childcare schedule and tuition express forms, which must be submitted to the Early Childhood Office. Before school childcare begins at 6:30 a.m. and goes right up until school starts. After school childcare begins right after dismissal and ends at 6 p.m. Please feel free to contact the Early Childhood Office at 248-693-5439 with any questions. There are many opportunities for families to be involved in kindergarten and at Carpenter. While some of these opportunities have been placed on pause for this school year due to the pandemic, we are hopeful they will be able to resume in some capacity during the 2021-2022 school year. Families are encouraged to volunteer in the classroom, helping out the teachers with at-home projects, in the Media Center with Mrs. Chrisman, or by joining our wonderful Parent-Teacher Council, or PTC. Our PTC has upcoming meetings on April 13 and May 11. On May 11, we'll be holding elections for next year's officer positions and committee positions. Our PTC is always looking for more help and volunteers to help bring more positive experiences for our Carpenter students. Our kindergarten registration begins online on March 1st, 2021. Required documents are able to be dropped off at the Carpenter main office on March 23rd from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or from 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Appointments are also able to be made with our central enrollment office after the online registration is complete, anytime after March 1st. Each school across the country has its foundation, its bones, what it is known for. Carpenter has a very strong tradition of academic success. This comes about for a very simple reason. It comes about because we believe in our students. We continually encourage all of our students to put forth their best effort. We strive to define success for each individual child. We believe in them and know, with their best effort, everything will fall into place academically. That kind of belief in a child is contagious and allows for great things to happen. It builds a tradition of excellence. While we are very proud of our academic successes, we know and believe that education goes well beyond academic achievement. That is why when you ask someone from within Carpenter what we are known for, you will hear an answer and insight that goes much deeper than that. You will hear about family, about commitment, about an inviting atmosphere and positive culture, and about a staff that goes above and beyond in educating the whole child and helping children to succeed on all levels. There is a short TED Talk, a video on education by Rita Pearson that we watched as a staff. Rita stressed to us the importance of relationships in our profession. She said that everyone needs to be a champion. When your child comes to Carpenter, they have a staff of champions, a staff that believes in your children, a staff that will push them, a staff that will support them, direct them, and help them to believe in themselves. They will help students reach their potential, nurturing and challenging them along the way, and ensuring that our students will be successful. When I am asked what Carpenter is known for, I tell them it is our staff, who not only inspires our students, but also each other to be their best. When I am asked what Carpenter is known for, I tell people it is the culture. It is a culture of positivity, of working together, of picking each other up, of persevering, and of creating success. When I am asked what Carpenter is known for, I tell them we are a family. Thank you for listening to our presentation. We welcome you to join us on Monday, March 15th for a live Zoom starting at 6:30 p.m. with myself, Mrs. Grant, Miss Knighting, and Mrs. Meck as we introduce ourselves and answer any questions you may have. We look forward to welcoming your child to Carpenter Elementary.